Pisces. Welcome, my dear friend, to Eureka Elementals. Thank you so very much for joining me. In whatever time, space, place, or dimension this finds you. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. This is a what's blocking you and what you need to do reading. The impetus for this originally was Ready Player One. I heard that getting up one day much earlier this week. Are you ready, player one? And so I was like, what's that all about? So being ready. You're at the threshold of something. Are you ready? And as I was shuffling the cards just before starting your reading, I'm hearing this Otis Redding song. How can you heal a broken heart? It makes the world go round. From that movie, whenever I hear that song now, I think the movie Love Actually. So we're going to be tapping in. We're going to look at you now, the blockage and action needed. We're going to be literally just pulling 1, 2, 3, but we're also going to be using this is the Angel Oracle. We're going to clarify with the Sacred Forest Oracle. We're going to pull 3 tarot cards unless the Divine wants more to come out, and that has happened in Capricorn and in Aquarius. And then we're going to conclude with your totem guardian and the divine master that's been assigned to you to help you get to that next level too. And without further ado, Pisces, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe too. Anything you need to know about me is in the description. I honor you and I thank you. And again, bring your higher self here. If what's for you, take the meat, chew the meat, spit out the bones. What is meant for you will never pass you by. Just know that too. Okay? You now, Pisces. Let's get into Pisces energy. I was humming that beautiful song. You've healed your heart. Look at that harmony. You've healed your heart. The number is 121. Embrace harmony in your life. Seek balance between your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. You are in a beautiful, harmonious space, right? The number here reduces to a 4. Your stability is looking gorgeous. Okay, so blockage, spiritual awakening, 777. Okay, you're on the right path. You're spiritually evolving and aligning with your higher purpose. So far you have 121 and 777. So perhaps there's some things about your spiritual awakening that's yet uncomfortable for you. And so there are some blocks there. We will explore them and see what you need to do. What action is needed by Pisces at this time? Spirit, please be clear. Thank you so much. Action needed. Take a step. Bam. 535. Let go of old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you. Prepare to step out of your comfort zone in order to grow and expand. It is all about taking that step. Sometimes we have a spiritual awakening, but we're still stuck in organizations, groups, whatever, that still have us on, like how they would normally show that the devil card has chains on the couple. It's like that. You're ball and chain. You're still chained to the old patterns and way of doing things. And so this starting over, look at that, right, is never easy, right? It takes you having to make that bold step forward in order to start over. But what Spirit's got planned for you, what the divine source got planned for you, God's got planned for you, is a million times better than anything that the material, the fake world can offer you. Okay, starting over is 210. Okay, so you're going to be presented with a new opportunity, and at the foundation 000, you're to be divinely guided. Just so happens, my dear, we're looking into which ascended divine master is working with you. So let me tell you, this reading is already starting out lovely. All right, thank you so much too. Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe, Pisces, to get me into the algorithms. I so love and appreciate you. All right, okay, good. So we have 2 out of 3 that we need here, right? Let's start out, darling. You now, okay? You're in harmony. You're in a meandering pathway, right? Embrace the flow. You're water. You flow. You're supposed to go with the flow. So, okay, 121 reduces to a 4, right? That is about your structure. your stability, your flow, your harmony route is you're in structure. You like the harmony that you have. You don't want to rock the boat, right? But Spirit's saying there is a flow. Go with the flow, darling. Go with the flow. 24 reduces to a 6. That levels you up, right? This is an area now where you will have true harmony, okay? True success, accolades, praise too. It'll be your level up. So Spirit's trying to level you up, okay? And for you to see things from a different point of view. This spiritual awakening now, with the block to that, is the Wizards of the Woods. I'm thinking of Dumbledore, okay? The number here is 50. So there's some changes, reduced to 5. There's changes and challenges that to this strength and this growth that happens with the spiritual awakening that scares the shit out of you. 7 is a highly mystical and spiritual number, but it requires you to stand in your power, to transform and defy conventional organizations. Look at that. My you guys can't see it, it's off to the side, but the flame is just flickering. But it's a time for you now to no longer allow conventional wisdom or institutions to dictate. You are now being called to be the wizard, to be the emperor in your own life, to take the action that is needed, to stand in your power too. Okay? By taking a step that is needed. And you see here, even the wizard, focus on the light. Focus on the light. You're being divinely led by Spirit. Okay? And the light within you. You've got the power. The power is coming from your hands, darling. You've got the power. I'm hearing dun 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 dun. I've got the power. Okay, so let's get a clarifier and take the step for Pisces. Take a step for Pisces. It's time, Pisces. There's no time like the present. One card, Spirit. One, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, the foggy bog. Patience with the process. The number here is 18. The sun will still shine on you. Okay, so you're gonna take a step, right? And it may seem foggy, but Spirit is here to guide you. Okay, you will still have the success that you need to. Okay, the sun will continue to shine on you. Why? My dear, you are a star. You are, healed. And look at that. As I look here, the mystic meadow, sanctuary. You're going to be led to the sanctuary of the divine. You're being led, my dear. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. You have everything that you need. 8 minutes on the timer will be provided to you. You're going to have spirit guides, animals, totems that are all along the way that's leading you. And at the foundation, my dear, this is the reason why you're fighting this spiritual awakening. It's about a brand new rebirth. Okay? A rebirth. You're going to rise like a phoenix from the ashes. Do you know how important that is for you? There's a portal, 29 here, that is opening up for you. Take it. Take it. Okay? Take that step, because it will be pivotal to your success. Okay, let's get something on Pisces here with the harmony, getting in the flow in this meandering pathway, the spiritual awakening, right? This is a challenge to focus on their spiritual awakening. Okay, being the wizard of the woods, perhaps walking away from institutions. Look at that, the Hierophant. Like, listen. That's the God card too, right? Okay. But it also represents tradition, society, organizations, and everything else, right? These organizations, right, are not necessarily anymore in flow with you. And you perhaps have tried to work with them. But if they're set in their ways as they have been for thousands of years now, and you're going back to the natural way, which is being the wizard of the woods and working with nature. Nature's been around in perpetuity. They've been in power and controlling the 3D for the last 2,000-3,000 years. Which way are you going to go? And that is what the divine is telling you. It is time now for you to find your own pathway. Look at you here, right? The initiate, finding your own pathway away from these institutions, because they have their plans for you. The divine's plans for you are something that you're going to have to be patient with the process and seeing where it takes you. Very interesting here. Very interesting. You're on a spiritual quest of some kind. Give me something on the spiritual awakening and the Wizard of the Woods, clarifying the Hierophant here for Pisces. Clarify the Hierophant for Pisces for me, Spirit. Thank you. The Page of Wands. Yes, yes. You're finding that enthusiasm. Do you see here? So you're walking away. Look at that. You're deciding for your own harmony, for your own benefit. You're going to walk away, meander and go on your own path with the spirituality flow. And it's with this Page of Wands. You're freedom loving. You love the fact. Do you see here? She's co-creating with the energies in the ethers, right? You are co-creating with the divine now too. You couldn't co-create with the divine. You had to use an intermediary in the organized religion. And here you now know, when I'm here, I can co-create. I can co-create with the universe. I can co-create with source. I can co-create with the divine. I can co-create with Mama Gaia. I can do all kinds of things that they never wanted me to know that it was within my power to do. And ooh, you left it. And now you're focusing, right, on your spiritual awakening. You're focusing on your spiritual awakening, okay? You're focusing on the transitions and the right path that has been set out for you. You're not allowing these energies to control you. And kudos to you for that too, by the way. Kudos to you. Because once you had that spiritual awakening, you got the hell out the church. You had that, listen, you're in this institution. You had the spiritual awakening and you got out this church. You probably may have been in a church. You have rocked with scandals and all kinds of stuff. 12 on the timer as I said that. All kinds of supposedly, the things that you would think were godly, with hell of ungodly going on in the church. And you're like, wait, hold up. This is supposed to be how they act. And I'm just trying to tap into the divine with all my good intentions. And, nature's not asking me to do X, Y, Z. I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, give me a clarifier on taking a step with patience in the energy, and it is that inner child in you that's leading the way too. Okay, you become and the path of a spiritual awakening and initiate. It's a process. You are gonna start out in that page energy and work your way up to where you need to be too. For Pisces, thank you. Balance. Listen. You may have Sag in your chart too. You are here to bring balance to the situation, and that's what was missing in the institution. This patience with the process. You've got your feet in the water. You're tapping into the emotions that are here, and you're bringing it to the earth. And then you're also allowing it to pour in and through you. So you're working with the spiritual waters. 1333 on the timer as I look down. You are really allowing yourself to alchemize and to be patient with the process of perfecting how you do your spirituality too. But you understand that it is a beautiful process, and you honor the fact that you need to take that step. You want to do it right. I think that's the big thing too. And when you do, you're also going to come into union, the divine masculine, divine feminine within you. And at the foundation, look at that. This is what they had you before in the church. Well, or institutions. You could have left the formal church, joined, fringe groups, and then, this, my doctrine is right. No, my doctrine is right. No, my doctrine is right. I did that too, by the way. I did that too. Let me say on the record, I did that too. I grew up Catholic. I went to a few Baptist church, went to United Methodist for a while, and also studied the Quran, did other things. You kind of tap, and it was one of those things that you kind of realize, okay, I'll take a little bit of this and a little bit of that, because you and kind of make it your own. And then you get into the fact that you just start co-creating with the divine, and what a release it is, because some of these cups had all kinds of illusions, child. They had you everywhere too. And that's what you kind of realize. It was about a lot of people at the top of these institutions controlling how other people lived, how they spent their money. They make sure they tell you, put it in the pot, in the plate. Make sure you give us our share of whatever you make too. But it really, for me at least, it was never about the people. Okay. And look at that. This crocodile is just is coming out a lot of readings. Okay. Release what no longer serves you. Get away. Let me tell you, these institutions are under judgment, left, right, and center. They're coming under judgment. There is a holy fire that's coming. I had a deep download earlier today that I'm going to do a separate reading about it, but it's a holy fire coming down on these institutions. Let me tell you, you don't want to be around when this happens. Run for your life. Get out now. Release what no longer serves you. This is a warning to many. Okay. And for those who are meant to hear it will hear it. Right. Because again, what did I say? They're like raccoons. They were stealing people's resources. Right. And tapping into your collective energies. They wanted people who were sheep. They wanted you sheep. You see her eyes? Like she's mesmerized. Yes, I will do as you say and what you know. And da-da-da-da. And whatever you tell me. And that they want you to lead like sheep to the slaughter. Spirit saying, not you, Pisces. Not you. All right? Not you. Okay? No more sheep. All right? Woo! No more sheep. Okay? It is time now for you to become the wizard of the woods. All right? Getting that divine flow. Who's going to help Pisces with the spiritual awakening? Which divine? Ooh. Mary Magdalene. She came out early in the pre-shuffle. Mary Magdalene. See, this is the reason why a lot of these, especially, I'm going to speak now on the Catholic Church and the Council of Nicaea and what they did, because there's a lot of books that were not included. If you want to get the real books, not even all of them, because we still don't have most of them, you're going to have to use the Apocrypha, which I have. You're going to have to add that with the Septuagint. You're going to have to, because the Bible is a code book. The Bible as written is a code book. It's also a book of high magic too. Woo! Listen, all these books are magical, but the Bible is one of the biggest spell books you can ever want to use. Hence the reason why they had them like sheep with the eyes open. She could not be held down like sheep. So they called her all kinds of savory things in their version of the Bible. But here, what are you being told? You are the answer. Be guided to your purpose. What is Mary Magdalene telling you? You are the answer. Be guided to your purpose. How is she telling you that? It's not with the institution. It's to remember, focus. You are the wizard. Be guided to your purpose. You notice here, she has a fire in her hands too. It's a flame. It's the energy, it's the heart. He has one and two. Again, it's that divine masculine, divine feminine. But be guided. Be guided. We're going to read up on Mary Magdalene. For those of you, you also have here, look at that, Mahabita Baba Ji, spiritual awakening. Okay, interconnectedness, understanding inner workings. The inner workings has nothing to do with an institution that is outside of you. And at the foundation, you have Commander Ashtar, leadership, activation, time to evolve, and trust your ability to guide others. You're here to guide others, Pisces, and the world needs you. So the world doesn't need you when you're stuck in an institution leading you like sheep to the slaughter. The world needs you to refocus, okay? Connect with the divine. Take the step that you need to become balanced too. Now we're going to read up on Mary Magdalene, and I'll send you on your way. I do hope 1911 on the timer that this has resonated with you. If it has, give it a like, share, and subscribe to 91. For those of you who are not familiar, let's do the backstory. Mary Magdalene, or Mary of Magdala, was one of the original followers of Jesus Christ. It has been recorded that she had the first vision of the risen Christ when she went to the tomb on Easter morning. Very interesting. We're on Easter weekend right now. Okay, approaching, right? And it was through this vision that he revealed to her his secret teachings and initiated her as a teacher. She was the apostle to the apostles, right? And therefore, through her, that direct pivotal aspect of the original teachings of Christ has reached the world. Mary was a highly sensitive clairvoyant, and it has been speculated that she was the partner, wife, of divine consort of Jesus. If Jesus was the vehicle for Christ's energy, Mary was the vehicle for the Magdalene, a powerful feminine force that renders all beings equal and helps the world to see the voices of the feminine are not only important, but the sacred force that can save the world from ruin. Your message: you are the answer that you seek. You hold the treasure, the magic, and the mystery. Right now, you are being encouraged to recognize that you are a valuable part of the universe's plan. If you have a strong desire to share what you have learned, it's time to do so. This can be scary and sometimes overwhelming, because putting yourself out there can leave you open to scrutiny. But if you are comfortable with your gifts and teachings, you hold a sacred energy that allows others to see you clearly. The light of the Magdalene is surrounding you now and encouraging you to recognize that the healing you have experienced is actually what you are here to teach. Take some time to reflect on what you have overcome and see that this experience can help many. Your personal testimony can move others and even mountains. Lean on your Creator and know that you're being called to be a vessel for the sacred. Look at that. You're being called to be a vessel for the sacred. Listen, Pisces, I love you. You are a Magdalene. And with that, I love you, and I'll see you next time. All the best.